Okay, well, we're here with Colin Munro. Munners, the team's arrived back in London after the first game of the World Cup. Can you give us a sense of, I suppose, the feeling in the camp?
Yeah, obviously pretty confident after the last performance, pretty complete performance that we put on the park against Sri Lanka, but this group plays the game hard and then parks it and moves on to the next game. So Bangladesh at the moment now, we've got here and we've watched a bit what they've done against Africa, so they're going to be a tough opponent coming up in the next couple of days. Yeah,
I suppose part of parking that performance, does that sort of relate to, I suppose, the fact that you're going to get a lot of different games, a lot against different opposition? It's going to be quite different scenarios every time you go out for a World Cup match.
Yeah, different opposition obviously, and different conditions too. Everywhere you go in England, slightly different conditions. You've got to adapt, and the team that does that earlier has the upper hand. So against, we played at the Oval once against India in our warm-up game, and we had a pretty good run there. So a bit of confidence leading into the next game.
Just quickly back on that game against Sri Lanka, what a performance out like that it must have been, especially in the field early on, pretty exciting.
Yeah, pretty cool to get out there obviously, and we had a lot of Kiwis over there as well, come from London to support, and good to put on a good performance like that. A lot of us playing sometime in our first World Cup match, pretty cool to be a part of that, and to get out there, be part of it in terms of in the field and everyone being together. And I thought we did really well on the field. Sometimes in the past we've sort of let those good starts just meander through, but we stuck to it and bowled really well throughout, and our fielding was really good as well, and good team performance all up.
And just on yourself personally, I suppose quite an interesting approach to the game. You didn't know whether you'd be playing with Henry's injury, so what was that like, getting told you were going to play and then getting the opportunity?
Yeah, I wasn't too sure. Obviously, to be fair, probably coming over here as a spare batter, and unfortunately Towie was injured and got an opportunity, and just to go out there and play, and Luke Ronke and the batting coaches as well, and just came up and told me to go out there, play my natural game, watch each ball as well as I can, and I came off on the right side, and it was very pleasing to be not out at the end to get through the power play. I think obviously there's been so many games in New Zealand summer that are sort of got out within obviously the first few overs and battled away, and sort of more of a mental battle. So to get over that was very pleasing personally, and good to put on as a good team performance.
And Guppy was pretty impressive there. I think he's going to be almost. He's got the second most runs at a World Cup, and he's approaching the first. He batted really well again in that opening game. What's it like to bat with him and kind of form that partnership?
Yeah, it was nice to bat with Guppy again. We've done it for Auckland for so long, but to put on a good performance like that, it's our first 100-run partnership in one-day cricket, so to do that, it's very pleasing. And the way he came out and was aggressive from over number one and put Malinga under pressure, made him change his plan and go short and stuff like that. So really nice to feed off Guppy's sort of hunger for runs too. He's been so successful for such a long time, and to see him come out and still be hungry like that, especially in a World Cup, very cool to see. And it's my first World Cup, and I just want to play an important role, whether that's on or off the field, as long as I can enjoy the whole thing, and enjoy the experience. I've got family and people over here to support, and just be a part of a good 15-man squad, whatever my role is, whether it's carrying the drinks or whether it's playing. It's cool to be here and just enjoy the whole experience.
Nice, mate. And just quickly on that, obviously the families were on the bus today as we travelled up to London with a few people going in different directions. That's pretty cool, and I suppose it does help you guys out, doesn't it, having your family and your kids around? Yeah,
pretty lucky that New Zealand cricket's so open to it, and even travelling on the bus, it's sort of a privilege for the family to come on the bus, and to be a part of it, and to let Roman and Steady allow them on the bus, and it just feels welcome. They feel welcome as well, and the kids just add a little different dimension to the group, and it's pretty funny to see Bolty and Timmy, how they've grown up over the last sort of year or two with kids. Usually they're the ones playing the pranksters and stuff like that on the bus, but to see them sort of growing up and mature, it's been pretty cool.
Nice. And just last year you mentioned Bangladesh. We obviously played them in the home summer. We're seeing them really pushing South Africa, potentially going to beat them. How tough opponents will they be, and on the Oval when you have to get there and assess the conditions?
Yeah, they've played well. I think in our conditions we play well. We know exactly what they are, and put them under pressure and beat them convincingly. But in a World Cup, it's a one-off match against them. It's not a series, so they'll come out fighting, and they've had a really good start against South Africa, put on a big target, and South Africa sort of battling away now, so 5 down as well, so needing 100 off the last 10, I think it is something there. So yeah, it'll be an important 10 overs for them, and if they get momentum, they can be a dangerous team, and we'll have to watch out for them for sure.
They've got a lot of experience as well, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they're the second most experienced team behind India in terms of caps, so to play against an experienced team. They've been playing together for a long time. Some of them have played in a lot of World Cups as well, so they'll have experience and they know different conditions and pressure as well. So it'll be a tight match, and one that we obviously want to come out on top.